Hey, do you have the right partner? I mean, I do. I do. Hey, I'm Julius, the other component of Julius and Shauna, coming with you another episode from Relationship Driven. I got an opportunity to watch my wife's podcast last time and the YouTube video that she shot last time, and I was like, I gotta hop on this one. So this is part two of choosing the right partner. And like she told me, she emailed me. She was like, "Hey, I want you to say this, this, and that." So I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off what she told me to do, what to say, because she's the boss. I'm just trying to make sure that I put out a great product. So I'm gonna give you the male's perspective, but I don't want you to think of this just from the lens of boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wifey, dating partners. I want you to think of this from just take everything that I talk about and just relate it to any relationship that you're in, whether it be a relationship with your parents, your kids, coworkers, business partners, even new people that you meet and run into. So I'm gonna start off like this. I'll kind of give you a little backstory about Shauna and I from our perspective. When Shauna and I met, she was 27, I was 30 years old, and we found each other late. I believe we found each other right on time. But one of the things that I think really, really, really helped us set a great foundation for our relationship was that within that first week, we actually had some good ground rules and standards and things that we were going to accomplish with or without each other, and we laid that on the line. So I remember, I already took her out on a date, so I kind of laid some glaze there already, right? Some cushion. I just remember us having a conversation one night. You know how when you start dating somebody and you're talking to like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you be like trying to get off the phone, but then you're like, hey, no, you hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up. We never hung up. We just let the phone roll, and the phone either died or we woke up with each other on the other line. But we had a great conversation that I just vividly remember, and we talked about, hey, where we wanted to be in the future, how we wanted to live. We talked about the type of money we wanted to make. We talked about the type of careers and what we wanted to build just for our futures. We also talked about things that we didn't ever want to go back to again. And we also laid out some laws of what we were looking for in someone else. And I just remember saying, hey, I'm looking to do this, this, is that. But what I'm looking for, I'm not necessarily looking for the housewife. I'm not looking for the one that, fold my clothes and cook and clean for me. I can do those things. I'm a grown man. I know it's contrary. A lot of dudes out there are like, please take care of me so I can go play video games or play with the boys or ride bikes or do my business thing or whatever. I don't need that. We can pay somebody else, which we do. We can pay somebody else to do those things. But what I'm looking for here is you're already attractive. That's good. That I ain't a lot of you doubts. That was one of the things that I really, really appreciated about her. She looked good. I mean, I want to talk to her. She looked like something else. So she was already attractive. She worked out already. She took care of herself just from a physical standpoint. So I'm down. But there are some intrinsic things that I was looking for. I wasn't looking for just a supportive woman. Just watch me, clap for me, praise me, affirm me. I wasn't looking just for that. Yes, those are components. I'm a dude. I need those things. But I was looking for somebody that had equal drive, if not more, so I can get pulled to as well. And I was looking for somebody that was ambitious, but you don't have to act like me, right? I'm more like I never met a stranger ever. I'm more of I'll go into a crowd and I'll figure out, how to weasel in there and start networking and talking to people, and I'll leave with 10, 5, numbers, and we in the game. Shauna's not like that. But when it comes down to ambition and standards and what we wanted to create from a foundational standpoint, that's what I need. I need somebody that has the right morals, ethic. Your work ethic could look a little different in mine, but you need to have that there. I'm not a person, we're not living in poverty, right? We're not having scarcity mentality. We're just not doing poverty things, right? Whether that be for money, school systems, jobs, even the things that we buy and invest into. Like I was looking for somebody that had a long-term investment mindset. The funny thing about that, us having a conversation, like she flipped it on me. She said the same thing. She said it in different words. She definitely said it in more kinder words, just because she's a nice one, and I make friends. Just keep it at that. But what I've noticed was that all those traits that I talked about that I was looking for in her, the friendship that I have with people outside of our relationship, outside of our household, they all have those characteristics too. They're all long-term investment minded. They're all reading and growing at a pace that they can handle. They're all just bettering themselves. They're looking to other things. They're crushing their jobs. They're developing things that's going to be more so long-term. They have a long-term legacy mindset. And to me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that's the culmination of all our friendships outside of us, because that's where we're looking for each other. People don't really slow down to think about, wow, my relationship is just another reflection of the friendships that I have. So if you have chaotic friends, you potentially could have, and also a chaotic spouse, somebody you're dating. I hope that's not for you. I mean, if you notice those things, it's time to get out of there, like swimwear, or change some things up. But so those are some things from a characteristic standpoint that we were looking for in each other. I mean, we're winners. I'm just a lot more expressive about it, and she's more like a duck on water. If you've never seen a duck on water, they look chill, they're cool, but underneath their feet are moving fast. They're going somewhere, and they're locked in, and people are following them. So from a characteristic standpoint, that's what we're looking for, right? And I believe that everybody should have some standards that they're looking for when it comes to friendships, partnerships, people that if you're gonna associate with somebody at a job, and you're gonna do that for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, you might want to choose your coworkers wisely as well. I know we don't get to choose our coworkers who we get to be around, but you do get to choose who you can talk to at the lunch table, or do your little fun happy hours with. You should have some standards, right? The friends that you make at any club or gym that you go to, and a lot of people like to golf. You should have standards of people that hang around you, because you are going to become like the people that you hang out with. It is what it is. I don't apologize for saying that, but it is. But you're also going to become the equivalent of your spouse, right? You are going to pick up some traits that they have. They're going to pick up some traits that you have. And I'm hoping those things are positive. Now, let's go back a little bit. What I'm not saying is that you're looking for perfection, because no one that you have a friendship with or a relationship with, they're going, like Shauna was not perfect. For me, she was perfect, but she wasn't perfect. Man, I know one of the things that I had, I made a big mistake on trying to change those things and make the weaknesses that she had strengths, or take some of my strengths and give them to her. That's not how it works. We all know that opposites attract. It is what it is. Opposites attract. We're like magnets. So when I became more mature and started reading more books and talking to more successful relationships, I noticed that they were not trying to control their spouse. They were just allowing their spouses to grow and change and adapt and win, and also stay the same but better versions of themselves. So that was one of my things. I'm a recovering control freak, right? I like things perfect, right? I hate the glares behind the TV. That's why I'm standing right here, right in front of it. But when it came down to Shauna or any of my friendships in general, I had to just remove the control lever and just let them be, because they were my friends. They couldn't have been doing that bad. So that was one of the things that I had to slow down and do. But always realize, going back to what I just said, the first thing is that no one's going to be perfect. No one. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it at all. I'm just far from it. I'm short and I ain't reaching that. Okay, I'm not reaching the whole perfect thing. I think that now that you know that, that's going to allow you to have grace for people, right? Now, the one thing that I don't believe anyone should have grace for is negativity. Unless you like negativity. But you're watching a relationship driven podcast, YouTube channel, you're most likely reading stuff, good, healthy things. You're probably just looking at some other stuff to help enhance your life, not just from a financial standpoint, but just from a life standpoint. I'm pretty sure you don't like negative people. I sure don't. I know I had some friends that was like, hey, if you're not rooting for me or adding something to my life and you're being negative, our phone conversations, our text messages, our encounters are negative, no way. I can't do it. It's not who I am. Sorry. And a lot of them had to learn how to understand that, and they either changed or left. So people aren't going to be perfect. They're not going to be perfect, and they will never be perfect. Can't hang around negative people. It's not good for you. All it's going to do is drag you down. So I know some people are asking like, hey, so how do I find the right person to hang out with or marry? For one, you don't find them. You run into them. I'm looking. Yeah, okay. Ask Ray Charles how that went. You ain't looking, brother. You don't find, you don't create, you run into. Whatever you're looking for, you just become the best version of yourself, and that thing or person or friendship will appear. I know it's just this saying, once the mentee is ready, the mentor will appear. Same thing for your friendships and for, your dating life, for your spouse or, future, whatever you're looking for. When you work on yourself, good things start to come in front of you. If you're not working on yourself, you're repellent. So I think that you should be looking for things that are not you. Like for me, I didn't write these things down. I know some people say write a list of what you're looking for. All I was looking for was somebody who was just like, that was cool, chill, gorgeous, and ambitious, right? I did like the long hair thing. I still do, but she looks to me. Don't tell her this. She looks better with shorter hair. Don't tell her. Don't even share this with her. Okay, but I think she looks greater with. She looks really good. It looks more mature. She looks younger. She maintains it better. Anyway, no, we'll talk about that later. But I think you should write down a list of some things that you need in someone, not the things that you have that you think are really good for somebody else. Like for example, for me, like I'm not a patient person. I need somebody that's patient. I don't have that much grace for myself. I need somebody that could be very graceful with me. I wasn't always the most confident person. I need somebody that can instill confidence in me, right? I'm not an English major. I like the math. I'm a numbers person. I need somebody that could help out on that admin side of things. So basically, what I was looking for is somebody to just help me cover some weaknesses, because you should really focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. All right, they're weaknesses for a reason. Like hone in on good things that you're good at, and allow the person that you're working with, or person that you're dating, or your relationship, even relationship with your kids, allow them to fill the gaps for you. That's what I would do. I would slow down. I believe if you slow down and kind of figure out like what's my weaknesses and allow somebody to fill those for you, I think we'll be good to go. So I wanted to keep this nice and short and sweet. I hope this helped. Hey, you're already watching, you're supporting, you're already leaving comments. I really, really appreciate it. We appreciate it. It's all it's going to do is help further the reach. So go ahead and like and subscribe and share with a friend that could potentially need this, could potentially use it. And I'll see you on the next episode of Relationship Driven.